Okay, so because I always feel obligated to clown myself to make a point, I got to show you the wrong way first. So if you notice here, I am being cut in the abdominal area by my panties, which is giving me a muffin top. I talked about this in my jeans video, how we oftentimes we're giving ourselves a muffin top and it's not necessary. The second thing is my biggest pet peeve in life ever. And when I say ever, I mean ever. And that is panty lines. Can you see? I don't know if you guys can see it, but I have the worst case of panty lines and my badonkadonk is being cut right in here, which is such a horrible look. So stick around. I'm going to show you how to do this thing right. What's up to all my beautiful queens, divas of a more mature age? Welcome back to my channel. I am the Eva Monroe. Thank you so much for joining me here on my channel today. So we're going to talk about a very sensitive subject today. So kings, I'll see you in my next video. We're going to talk about undergarments. I actually got an email from one of my lovely subscribers and she asked me to do a video on wearing the appropriate undergarments. And this is another one of those things that honestly, I thought that I was the only woman who struggled with until, about maybe 8 years ago when I felt like I got it together. And when I felt like I got it together, I started to notice how many women actually struggle with wearing the wrong undergarments. So today I'm going to share with you guys the most important undergarments or shapewear items that you are going to need to have to get through spring and summer of 2020. Because I know y'all said y'all don't want me to say hot girl summer no more, but I just love saying that. So I want you all to have a hot girl summer. All right, so there's nothing that can kill an outfit quicker than wearing the wrong undergarments. When you're out here shopping, picking out your summer dresses and your little suits and all that type of stuff, when you find that perfect outfit, before you look for the accessories, before you look for the shoes, the bag that you're going to carry with it, you need to figure out what are the appropriate undergarments to wear with that outfit. Because I'm telling you, I have said it before, boob spillage and panty lines is a no. And it just looks so horrible. But there are so many women out there who don't understand how bad of a look this is. And there are many women who don't understand that there's something that you can do about it. It's called shapewear. It's called wearing the appropriate undergarments. Or honestly, if you can't find the appropriate shapewear or undergarments, just don't wear any, because it looks better if you don't wear any than having panty lines and boob spillage. So let's start out with a few things that I actually look for in my shapewear. Now, the first thing that I look for is size. Then there's color. I'm going to try it on because I want to know, does it roll down? Does it roll up? Does it creep? Does it bind? Does it have silicone gripping on the inside of it where the legs stop? And what is the material in the crotch area? These are some very important things that you want to look at when you are trying to pick your shapewear. Now, let's start with size. So, many people think that if they wear a size 8, then they need a size 8 shapewear. Or if they wear large, they need to get a large shapewear. And that is not facts. Actually, what you need to do is if you go somewhere like I recommend for affordable shapewear, and that's Kohl's or someplace like that, they're not actually going to have anyone there to measure you. They don't at my Kohl's. So you want to learn how to measure yourself. You want to measure yourself so that when you start off on your journey, you at least have something to start with. because you don't want to go in there and get, a small, a medium, and a large, and you want to have something to start with. So this is what you need to do. It's very easy to do. All you need is a body tape measure. You can get this off of Amazon. You can buy this from Hobby Lobby, any sewing store. They probably even have this at Walgreens. If you have a sewing kit, it probably has one of these in it. So you're going to start with your waist measurement. And what you want to do is you want to find your belly button, right? So you find your belly button, and typically it's like maybe an inch up from your belly button. So we're going to take the tape measure. We found our belly button here, right? And we came up about an inch, and we're going to come around, and mine is typically a 26 if I've been doing everything right. If I've been minding my manners. So 26. So there you have that. And there she is. So she's a 26. Now, the next thing you want to do is you want to measure your hips, right? So what you're going to do for that is you're going to take the tape measure, but you're going to go to the widest part of your hips. So if you have that little scoop 'em out like I got, which I've learned to live with and love, you're going to take the tape measure and you're going to actually come to the widest part. And you can come in the front. I guess that makes more sense. But make sure you actually have it. My tape measure doesn't want to cooperate. Make sure you actually have it at the widest part. So I'm going to actually turn around. So you want to have it at the widest part of your hips, and that is your hip measurement. So then you have something to start with. You have a place to start. Or if you don't want to do that, you can go to Macy's or somewhere like that and have them measure you. Doesn't mean you have to buy it from there, but you can just have them measure you. So they shouldn't be so petty that they won't measure you if you're not buying anything, but just have them measure you. If you're afraid to do it on your own, but you can do it on your own. The next thing I think about is color. So with color, I have two different colors that I typically gravitate towards, and that is a nude and that is black. Those are the only two color of shapewear I have. I don't have anything white. I don't have a need for any white shapewear. And few people do. Like if you're really, really, really fair skinned, that would be the only way I could think of you needing something white in the undergarment department. So you just don't need that. Now, here's the thing. For us women of a darker skin tone, there are really only about, I believe, don't quote me on this, but like 2 companies out there that are making shapewear in multiple skin tone colors. So one of them I know is Skims, which is Kim Kardashian, and I don't own any of those, but they actually do have a few different shade ranges, which I think is amazing. But just to be honest, most of the time, I wear black because it works for me. So I wear black most of the time. Very few times my life will call for nude. And typically if I buy nude, it's because it was in something that they didn't have black. So just to be honest. So you want to try it on for the first time. And when you try your shapewear on, of course, leave your undergarments on. Put it on, and there's always a bench in the dressing room for a reason. Put it on, sit down on the bench. Does it roll down? Does it roll up at the thigh when you sit down? Sorry about that. Does it cut you off at the back? Because if it cuts you off at the back, that's not a good look because no one wants to create back fat. That's just a no. So those are the things that you really want to look for when you try it on. You want it to fit you properly. You want it to smooth you out. You want it to make everything look seamless. However, you don't want it to be uncomfortable because gone are the days. I know I'm getting ready to be 43, and I don't know how y'all feel about it, but I'm done with that whole beauty is pain thing. That's not my life no more. I wore shoes that hurt my feet. I wore my jeans too tight. Hell, I had a day back when I used to wear my wig too tight. But beauty is not pain. I've learned that there are two things that do not have to hurt, and that is love and shapewear. So you want it to be, it's not going to be the most comfortable thing that you ever put on your body, but it should not be the most uncomfortable thing either. It should not cut your circulation off. That's why they did away with those crazy girdles and things like that. So also, do not ask me in the comment section if I wear a waist trainer, because I do not. I don't see the point or the purpose in them. They look uncomfortable to me. I feel like there are safer ways that you can train your waist. Planet Fitness, Club Fitness, Stop Eating, those places can help you train your waist. I feel like those things are very uncomfortable, and they definitely can be very dangerous, especially if you abuse them, because I know a lot of women that, are obsessed with their waist trainer, and it's just your waist doesn't need to be this small. So before I had children, honestly, my waist was so small that I could put my fingers like this and my fingers would touch. That's how small my waist was. And I hated it for some strange reason. Now I'm like, oh, I wish. But anyway, so those are some things that you really want to look for when you are trying your shapewear on. Now, let's say, for instance, you are brand spanking new in the shapewear world. You want to start off with the bare necessities. There are 3 that I feel like will carry you through your entire life. I don't mean they'll last your entire life, but there are 3 that you can get away with for just about any situation. They are the short spank, the capri spank. These 2 are life. And we're going to talk more about them in a second. And one good, amazing shape pair of underwear with the control top, the booty lift, no panty lines, no ride, no rise, no none of that. These are the 3 that will carry you through life. And then you can start adding the extras. Now, I say that because let's take your short spanks, for instance, which honestly could be the only pair you owned and you would be doing something great. You're going to wear these with your skirts. You're going to wear these with dresses. You can wear these with slacks. You can wear these with everything if you get them in the appropriate size, and make sure that they don't cut you at the thigh, because there's nothing worse, ladies, than when I see a woman wearing a pair of really tight jeans and she has a pair of short Spanx on underneath them, and the short Spanx are too tight and they're cutting her off right here. And then you let everybody in on your business. So you might as well just be like me and get on YouTube and tell 20,000 people that you even wear shapewear. So, as y'all know, I stay putting my business in the streets. So those are the short Spanx. These could carry you through life. They really could. Your capri Spanx, which I feel like are also definitely mandatory. These serve a multi-purpose, especially in the winter time. They kind of act as long johns. You can wear these with your slacks, like your business slacks and things like that. You can wear these with jeans. If you have a long flowy skirt, you can wear these under that. But I definitely feel like these are the second most important pair. Now, the third most important pair is these panties. Now, I got to get closer and show you guys these panties because, okay, all 3 of those I just showed you are Naomi and Nicole, because they are my absolute favorite. Why are they my favorite? Because they're affordable and they make good shapewear. two most important things ever. It's comfortable, it fits well, and it does not cost a fortune. So they are not sponsoring this video. I do not know those girls. They don't know me, but they make great shapewear. Now, let me tell you why I love these. Okay. First of all, they have a control top, right? And these, again, they're Naomi and Nicole. And then they have this rubber, this silicone band in here, which is wide. Look how wide that is, right? Again, don't grease yourself down before you put these on, because if you grease yourself down before you put your shapewear on, the silicone, let me back up. The silicone band is not going to work for you. So if you have that and you're like, I have those, but they never work for me, stop lotioning or shea buttering before you put that stuff on. Put it on first. And if you want to really be on the safe side, clean the area off with a little bit of alcohol. I like to leave an inch or two between where I'm going to start my oil and where my shapewear ends, so that I know that they're not going to come in contact, because if this gets greasy, it's not going to work. So these have tummy control. They're high-waisted. They have a seam up the back, up the bottom. Now, why is a seam up the back important? Because I find that when Spanx or shapewear, things like that, do not have that seam up the back, it makes your butt look really flat and really awkward. So I feel like you want that, as well as the little lift support that it provides in the buttocks area. These are amazing. The most important thing that you want to look for when you're looking for shapewear is what's going on in the crotch. The crotch needs to be cotton. It must be cotton. If you get some shapewear and the crotch is made out of this silky material, don't do that. And if you absolutely have to get one that has a silky crotch, put a natural panty liner in there, or cut some cotton out of another pair of clothes or something and put it in there. But do not put this silky barrier on your lady parts, because it's going to cause heat, friction, smell, and we've already had this conversation. So make sure your shapewear has a cotton crotch. Now, the next thing that is important to me, and it should be important to you too, is it's not a problem on these because they're panties. This is something I'm going to wear with slacks. I'm going to wear it with jeans. I might wear it with a sundress, whatever. However, the most important thing that I think about when I'm picking shapewear is, how am I going to go to the bathroom? That's important, ladies. That is so important. This is one of the best pieces of shapewear that I own. When I say get snatched, it don't get any more snatched than this. This is Heavenly Shapewear. I wore this one night. I mean, you can see what this has to offer, ladies. You can see how, you see the gathering, you see the lines. Whenever you see the lines underneath the thighs, you know that's like the butt lift situation. You got the little seam there. These are perfect. I wore these with a dress, very fitted situation, and went out into the world, and I never thought about how I was going to get to the bathroom. And when I went to the bathroom, I had to take my entire dress off, to take the straps down, take this down. And it literally took me 10 minutes to get back into this, because once you pull it down and you start sweating, it's horrible. So now I think about, how am I going to go to the bathroom? Great shapewear, in my opinion, especially if it's something you're going to wear under a dress or something, or if it's a one-piece number, has a crotch situation that you can unsnap, unbuckle, whatever, to go to the bathroom. Now, this is another one of my favorites. This is a dress. It's for a dress Spank. It actually has like the bra hook in the back. Oh, this is another one that just really sucks you in. This is actually maiden form, I believe. Yeah, this is maiden form. But the greatest thing about this is it has a panty situation that can be unhooked in order to go to the restroom when you need to. That is way past important. All right. So now today, let me talk a little bit about the shapewear that I actually have on today. So today I have on a Naomi and Nicole shapewear item, and it is actually the one piece that has it stops here and comes around here, and you actually wear your own bra with it. But it is actually really nice. Oh, I'm moving the camera. So, no panty lines, no boob spillage. It doesn't cut me off any place that I don't need to be cut off, which actually makes it the perfect piece of shapewear. And guess what? It has a crotch opening. Okay, so those were a few of the most important pieces of shapewear in my life. Now, one thing that I did not mention in this video that I've talked about before is a very well-fitted bra. It is so important to get yourself properly fitted for a bra so that you have a bra that fits you properly. It doesn't give you boob spillage, doesn't give you back fat, doesn't cause this little part of skin to hang over the side of the bra. Very important to have a good fitted bra, one that holds you up and keeps everything in place. So one thing that I did not mention in this video is thongs, because they are really no longer a part of my life. That was all I used to wear. I used to only own thongs, and they are so uncomfortable. I talked about comfort. I don't feel like they're healthy, and I don't really feel like there's a time when there's nothing else that you can wear to make it work other than a thong. So I have maybe one or two that I keep around, but they're not something that I ever reach for. So practice safety where those are concerned, because again, they're really not healthy for you. But if you're a smaller petite woman, they actually do work fine for like these type of dresses and things like that, as long as they don't cut you here in the abdominal area. So I thank you ladies so much for watching me today. And remember, the most important accessory is the one that people don't see. That's the undergarments. So until I see you again, be blessed and bye for now.